Hello friends, welcome to Chessland. Today I am sharing to you, very famous gambit style, that is Budapest Gambit trap. This style you can play by black. Okay, let us see how this trap will work, and also learn different variation of Budapest Gambit. Opening with Queen's pawn, to d4. Black responds with knight, move to f6. Then white plays pawn move to c4, this is the opening style of Indian game. Black pawn move to e5, it's Budapest defense. From this situation, game go through different variation. We can check the first option. Most of your opponent, will capture black pawn on e5 with white pawn. This move also threaten to your knight on f6. Black plays to move knight to g4. Save your knight and also attack the white pawn on e5. Now white brings his knight to f3, for support to pawn e5. Bring out your knight to c6 and continue attack the pawn. And this time white plays to move bishop to f4 and defends his pawn. This is the time, bring your bishop to b4 and give a check. Black king can't move any square, so surely white will block the check. If he will block with knight on f3, lose the pawn protection. And same thing will happen, use bishop for block the check. So there is only one solution, block the check by knight on b1. Knight to c3 not a good move. Because bishop capture knight, and pawn take bishop. That movements will collapse the pawn structure of white side. So white moves to play knight to d2, now check blocked. Now bring your queen e7, and continue attack the pawn on e5. White plays to move pawn to a3, trapping to your bishop. Don't care about bishop on b4. Capture the pawn on e5, by your knight. White will take you bishop on b4 by his pawn. Then game over, move your knight to d3, it's a wonderful checkmate. Let us see another option. e5 pawn capture by your knight. And white knight on e3, recapture your knight. And take back white knight with your knight on c6. White pawn capture your bishop on b4. Then jump you knight to d3, checkmate, game over. Let us see, third variation of Budapest Gambit. Move your pawn to d6, instead of b1 knight. Most of your opponent will take this pawn by his pawn. Recapture this pawn by your bishop. This situation common chance to play, pawn to h3 or pawn to g3. Both will come almost same result. You will play knight to f2 capture pawn, and also it's a double attacking, queen and rook. White capture your knight by king. Then bring your bishop to g3, give check. By this awesome movements, you can capture his queen by your queen. We can see another mind-blowing variation of Budapest Gambit. From this position, white pawn moves to d5, instead of capturing black pawn on e4. This type of movement also very popular. Because white trying to get more control of the center. Now black turn, bring your dark bishop to c5, and attack pawn on f2. Another advantage of this movement, on next move you can bring d7 pawn to d6, and develop your other bishop. In this situation, most common movement from white side, bishop to g5, your opponent would try to trap your knight. This is the time, for starting the secret trap from your side. Don't think about your queen, bring your knight to e4. If your opponent will capture your queen, without much thinking, then he finished, on your next killer move. Dark bishop to f2, capture the pawn, and checkmate. Let us check another variation. In this situation, if your opponent realize this is a trap, he will try to defend your bishop, and also save his bishop. He brings bishop to e3. You grab his bishop by your bishop. Pawn recapture your bishop. Bring your queen to h4 and give check. The only way to block your check, white pawn move to g3. Capture pawn on g3 by your knight. White cannot take your knight, because rook trapped. Also now you are leading the game, you have so many attacking chance on this position. You should win this game without any obstacle. Thank you for watching this video. Share this video to your chess friends. For getting more tips and tricks videos about chess game, please subscribe this channel. Have a nice day.